Hello there! Imagine transforming an entire biome into a little hub for 12 trains. Today I'm taking you on a epic journey through Satisfactory. Well, we'll pave the way for one of the most ambitious projects I have ever done. So, as you remember last time, I built this whole water packaging system that allows me to package 115,000 water per minute and load them into trains. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, it's in the playlist down below. Now that this is done, we need a place to unload all this water, and what fits my personality best is to unload so much water straight in a desert. I want that itchy, scratchy orange stuff out of my underpants! That I need all this water in the future to cool all my nuclear reactors. It's just a nice side effect. So, we are here in the Dune Desert, where I pointed out all the trains coming in this area with these tracks over there. These are subject to change in the future, but that this gives me a nice starting point. Now, I have no idea how large the whole nuclear setup with all the machines will be, but given my 12 unloading stations I have to build with 8 locomotives and 32 freight cars, it's going to be huge. Some would say even mega. And the whole point of all this madness is I want to build big water towers that stick high up all over the desert here to unpackage the packaged water. You know, so you can unpackage the packaged water. First you have to package the water, then unpackage and unpackage again, and you get the idea. Now, I kinda laid out the foundations where I want to start. With these here, it should be the right height to cover all the dunes from the desert. And underneath, I will build the tracks and train stations. So now I'm going to build the first water tower with the respective train station, and I catch you there. Okay, I built the first thing. Looks kinda like a leaf or the end of an arrow or something like that, and it took me a while, not gonna lie. I think it looks cool with the lighting and stuff. It achieves the goal to unload all the water from one train. And to get a little feeling for the sheer size of these things, we quickly can go up here through this hyper tube. It's kinda big. So all these unpackagers do unpackage stuff, and the water will flow down here, and the train station starts over there. We go out of photo mode. There's the train station starting and goes all the way to there, behind there, and it's, yeah, these are massive trains. And it's a massive tower. So yeah, huge and massive and big stuff, but design wise, I'm not sure yet. It doesn't look like a water tower. Water towers are usually round in real life, so subject to change as well. So I'm gonna continue building and figure out some stuff, and catch you later. Okay, second train station build and second water tower build. Now, in my opinion, that looks more like a water tower. It's round, first of all, and, well, it's kind of different. Same, but different. It achieves the same goal, but it's round, and, well, the belt work is not that clean, but we can cover this up with a roof. I don't really like the gaps in the walls between here, but it's not finished, it's not decorated. So these are my two options. I'm gonna finish this roundy thingy with the roof and figure something cool out, and then we're gonna decide. Okay, I'm kind of finished, not with the gaps, mind the gaps, boys. But it has a roof, it has some glass windows, we can look out or look through that. Got a little thingy on top there, and we can now decide. And what do you think we're gonna do? Roundy thingy? Leave it thingy. You probably saw the thumbnail, right? We're gonna go with the right one. Yes, right ones it is. So I'm gonna remove that whole thing over there, build a round one as well, and then we're gonna build 11, or I should say 10 more of these things 10 more train stations hidden beneath the floor. And I think that's gonna pave the whole biome here. Oh boy, what have I done? So much work ahead of me. You know what, Mr. Snusi, don't worry about it. Let's make a great time out of it. And you know how's it going on this channel with massive builds like this? Let's build and make it epic. Well, how about this? I think this counts as paving an entire biome with a factory floor with huge water towers sticking up in the air. I want you to do right now is write me in the comments down below how many hours do you think this took me to build. Well, the closest guess will receive a cookie from me. And now it's time to show you how this even works. So let me fly down here. So the one thing I didn't do is to finish the entrance here where the trains come in and out. So the trains on these 6 lines come in and on these 6 lines they leave. So on each track here they're coming in 2 trains from 2 train stations and they split up into 2. And if we quickly fly over here, this is 1 unloading station, so 32 freight platforms with the bins and buffers on the side. Some of the belts go underground, some of the belts are on this floor, and some of the belts are on the ceiling. And if you ever was wondering how it looks inside a water tower like that, so the input and output belts are here, nicely displayed with these glass walls, go up and down. Then gonna look really cool in the future once that's running. Then Hypertube goes up here. This is just a empty interior with some lights. And on the top floor, oh, there's a hole in the ceiling. Easy fix. Like that. Here we have more lights, the roof, and all the bells connected to these machines. So that's the interior of 1 water tower, and we have 12 of them right now. And if we continue underneath, I have here the beltwork nicely displayed. There's so many belts, guys. That was crazy to build. And the output train tracks where the train's gonna leave go out on this side of the whole building. So 2 of the tracks go out here. They go nicely up and above the platform. Some train stations even stick out the platform a little bit. And I had absolutely no room inside the platform to make the output tracks, so they go out in the wilderness, and I think they look very, very cool. I did on purpose route them through one of each other and made them go turn and curve and whatever. So it's a nice change up from the usual 90-degree turns and all straight and stuff. And before we do the most important bit of that video, before we test the whole thing, here are some little snippets where I built the tracks and arterial walls and stuff. Now it's time to let some trains fly. But quickly, before we do that, I got reminded on one of my favorite streamers I watch in Satisfactory, Mr. Beats. He watched my last video and he told me, so that's not going to work, Mr. Snusi, because I had every train track leaving one of these stations immediately merge into one single train line. And that's gonna cause a massive backlog. So, of course, I addressed this in my save for sure. And I have built long train tracks leaving the stations and made them merge later. They have to merge eventually because I'm not going to run 12 tracks over to the desert. That's not gonna happen. And in a moment we'll see what's going on with all the trains anyways. Now the big moment, the big test ahead of us. I'm gonna run these trains. But watch here, the empty canister's still flowing. So after all that time you put down in the comments where I built the platform over there, paved the whole biome, these canisters were filling up. And after all these hours it wasn't even enough. So to put this into perspective, all these bins hold, that's 800 canisters in a row times 6 rows. That would make 800 times 6, 4,800 times, how many? So I fill up this bin, then I fill up this bin with water and this freight platform with so many bins. So that's times 3. Times 3 makes 14,400 times 16 freight platforms, right? Times 12 train stations, that puts a number of 2.7 million empty canisters I did produce over all this time. Well, not finished yet, but so 2.7 million empty canisters, boys. Let's go! But there's no time yet here to wait for the remaining canisters, so I'm gonna save the game. Not on autosave. Here, I'm gonna save the game and run the trains anyways. I don't care if they're half full, half empty, whatever. I wanna see them fly. So I did build all the trains and the freight carts, and we got a world border, thank you. And I did set the timetables. So the only thing to do is turn on self-driving and should be good to go. Here they come. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, some are empty. I don't care. Oh, cool. Wow, they're so huge. What the hell? Yeah, turn them on all at once, so some will stop, but I don't care. As long as they don't crash, I don't care. Wow, look at that. Holy. Oh, all gonna stop? No, they should. Holy. They're so cool. the hell? Hey, game. What is this? Does the next train do the same? What the f... Does every train do that? No, that one doesn't. Why on the other track no trains? Why are you stopping? Why you don't go? You have a free path, mister. Oh, there's a crossing. Oh no. I hate that glitch. Sometimes if you put two train tracks very close to each other and it's making that crossing sign, though these... That means these are somehow connected to each other. The game thinks there's a crossing, but there isn't. Okay. One problem solved. First water bottles delivered. Oh, how's it looking inside? Wanna know? Wanna know? Oh. Oh. Look at this. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I hope I all connected these properly. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Yeah. If the power cable wasn't in the way, that would be a nice shot. You're already full. I could watch these trains the whole day. It's so nice. It's so cool. These boys sneaking around here in the desert. Wow. Just wow. All this time, totally worth it, just to watch these trains go. I really could watch this all day long. And before anyone asks, no, there's no need for signals on this track segments, because there's only gonna be ever one train on that specific part, so... Yeah, the frequency of the trains is a bit off, I see that. But it's not even finished with the canisters, and there's proper testing incoming in the future for me. I'm probably gonna do that on a live stream, so if you wanna join in, it's on this channel here on YouTube or over on Twitch, Papa Snusi, links in the descriptions. So, you guys wanna hear the absolute funniest thing ever? All this was just for the water. In this whole graph, these whole machineries we have to build, that's done now. That's the only thing done now. But the rest should be very streamlined. I'm in the desert here, and there's resources scattered all over the place. For example, the 4,500 iron ore I have to get is no problem in the desert. Plenty of that around, and the water we have now done yet here. So, oh my god, this is so cool. Next trains, oh yeah, 2 of them. Wow, woo, this looks so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, go down below, subscribe and stuff, make it happen. It's totally free, and I'm very happy for each and one of you. On that note, thanks, bye-bye, and closer is overrated.